Like, there's no,
They listening to you.
yeah, you're on the spot right now. Get it right.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no editing. Right.
Yeah, so we live now,
All
Sekou.
right.
So good afternoon, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for listening to Real Radio Talk with Nick. Yes, we have our honorable brother here, Sekou, from the island of Ayiti. He is the founder and the owner of Lemba Healing Art, and he does different modalities of healing techniques. So you don't need your chiropractors anymore. You need to go to these doctors taking these painkillers. Like he has the tools to help us get our body, our mind, and our spirit and our soul back in balance. So he's going to talk about, the different styles of massages that he offers. And then a special one that he's going to talk about is called Lwil Maskreti. I
Yeah.
hope I said it right.
Yeah.
And that type of massage entails with using sour orange because we all know that vitamin C is good for the skin as well as our immune system. And then the Ayiti black castor oil, which is the best castor oil on the planet, hands down. Jamaica got the good one too, but I like Haiti better. And yeah, so with that and then the orange and the way he does the massage with his hands and his feet, I'm sure we're all familiar when we were coming up. Our grandparents or our uncles or our aunts would say, "Hey, come stand on my lower back. I got a back pain." Because, they didn't really care about taking medication too much. They wasn't into all of that. So they'll have you stepping on their back, have you massaging their shoulders. Nah. They'll have you stepping on their back, massaging their arm, pulling the hair out their chin, just doing all kind of stuff. I remember, you know, and we didn't think it meant anything back then, but it does. It does. Oh, okay. So I see we got somebody in the chat. That's right. He's going to teach it for sure. So without further ado, because I could keep going on explaining him, we're going to bring him on, and he's going to get into the podcast about exactly what he does, how he does it, and how you can seek his services because he does travel. I think that's a good one.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for extending the invitation to have me here today. I'm honored.
You're most welcome.
And I am ready to share some information regarding my practice and how I can offer some assistance to those who need. Um, Again, I'm open.
So let's talk about the basic massages that you do
Okay.
before we get into the special one that you learned from your grandmother. I think we saved
They're
the
all
best for that.
special. But
Yeah, but that one,
Yeah, the Lwil Maskreti
that can't
massage.
be, I don't think, copied unless
No.
we know where it came from.
Yes. Well, I've been a therapist for just about 20 years. I offer your Swedish massage and deep tissue in the Lemba method style, which I've developed over the years. I come from a long line of healers in Haiti, Ayiti. And so over the years, I've developed my own method, which I call the Lemba method. It's a fusion of different things. I have a background in movement therapy, particularly Qigong and Capoeira Angola. So I bring those elements in my work. And I've been able to produce amazing results with my work. And besides the Swedish deep tissue and neuromuscular therapy, my specialty is Thai Yoga bodywork from Thailand. I studied with Mukti from the Vedic Conservatory, and I had the opportunity to travel with him last November. and for some advanced studies in Thailand. We spent about 20 days in Thailand diving in. And so yeah, needless to say, I'm excited to share and bring the healing to the people.
So can you tell us about what does Lemba mean? Because I know about a Lemba, I know about some Lemba priests that I follow on the Facebook. Is that in sync with what you're doing? Same Lemba tribe?
Yeah, the name comes from actually a capoeira song, and it's a play also on the word lember, to be loose, free. Um, Upon deeper research, I discovered that there's an ancient tribe in Central Africa called the Lemba people, and they were known as healers
Is that in Congo?
in the Congo, correct?
Oh, okay. More like Bantuish?
Bantuish, and they were also Jews, the Lemba people were
Okay.
also Jews, and they were known as healers. And in Haiti, in Vodou, there's also a spirit called Lemba. So it all comes together.
Not Lemba.
No,
Lemba.
Lemba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's a spirit of healing and a play on the word to be loose and limber, to let go and relax, to be able to allow things to flow. That's the ultimate, at the heart of the work, is to get people to fall into a state of meditation, a meditative state where there's a healing approach.
Mm-hmm. And what type of people that you have already services and healed? Like coming from different
from very
car accidents, maybe had surgery on their back and the back still messed up. Because we have a lot of people that go into car accidents
Right.
and you know, and they're going to therapy now,
Right.
and they're saying that it's not working.
I've worked with
The
various.
body is still traumatized.
I've worked with various ailments. You know, from folks who've been injured in car accidents, slip and fall. Those recovering from strokes were able to bring back some movement into their bodies, regenerate some nerves through the work. Work with people with general back pain, neck pain, people suffering from misaligned postures.
A hunchback.
Yeah, various types of conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And even folks with C19, you know, I've worked with, and I've experienced major results.
Mm-hmm. So, how would you rate yourself as a massage therapist, specializing in, you know, different
I don't
types?
like to rate myself. I just allow the public, the people I serve, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not for me. It's not a place where I want to be tooting my own horn.
Right.
You know, I'm an expert at what I do, and what I do is effective,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm confident in the work. But you know, I let the public be the judge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to know more about what folks are saying about me, you can also Google me,
Right.
because I have tons of reviews
Mm-hmm.
where folks talking about their experience with me.
And you have a website or somewhere they can look at the reviews.
Yeah, I have a website. I also have, you can go to Google and check
Mhm.
out the reviews.
Google Sekou at
No, you can Google Lemba. It's Lemba Healing Arts. It's the company's name.
okay.
So if you Google that, you'll be able to find me
Okay.
and see all the reviews and pictures and various things that I'm doing.
Right.
I'm primarily on social media. You'll
Mhm.
find my work, upcoming dates for workshops and things of that nature on Instagram, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and TikTok.
So when is your next upcoming healing event?
I have a couple of things happening. I have a workshop next week in New Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
in Albuquerque, and also in Atlanta, Georgia, at the top of May. I'll also be in New York for a workshop on the 22nd of May, 21st and 22nd. And right now I'm working on going to Freeport, Bahamas for June. So, I'm moving around and spreading the word.
Right.
Getting out and expanding the brand, if you will.
Right. So has anybody ever booked you to do a workshop at their job or like Lemba Healing for police officers or Lemba Healing for teachers, people that work in professional high stress jobs?
In corporate, yeah, I've done many corporate events. Still do. Go to a corporation or a company and set up and spend a couple of hours working on various things. You'd be surprised what 10-minute session will do to relieve a lot of stress.
Oh wow! Yeah. So you could give me a sample of it, right?
I can definitely give you a sample, and you'll feel the difference.
It
doesn't necessarily need to be a lengthy session. Oftentimes, it's the quality that you bring to the session that can have a very powerful impact.
Because the chiropractor doesn't have you there a long time.
No,
you're in and out of that joker,
and
you're still feeling bad.
Exactly. So you can spend that little bit of time with me to see if you can use it.
Oh, we have somebody in the chat said they're definitely interested. So I don't know how.
Where are they based?
Where are you based? Reference CH2DV. I mean, we So what made you get into this type of work, initially?
My grandmother was a healer. God bless her soul.
What's her name?
Her name was Christiane, affectionately known as Mama Chris, is what we called her. And growing up in New York, or coming from Haiti, I grew up my early years in Haiti. I was born in New York. My parents sent me to Haiti when I was just a very young child, like 23 years old. So my primary schooling was in Haiti up until I was 13. And my sister and I were in Haiti. So when we relocated to New York to be with our parents, my grandmother was there, who lived in the basement. And I would notice a lot of people coming and going. And she was actually doing body work, what we call in Haiti, Rale.
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 R-A-L-E, Rale.
Rale.
I know the R is a little bit hard to pronounce unless, you have that. Yeah.
Okay, you gotta hurry up and say that.
Yeah. Rale. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
Rale.
Yeah.
Oh, Rale. Right. R-A-L-E with the apostrophe over the E. Okay, Rale.
Massage.
Okay, so hold that thought. The person in the chat said that they're in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I would love to come to South Carolina. Perhaps we can organize.
You want me to put your number in the chat?
Yeah, please. I am open to coming to South Carolina.
They had a good Geechee history there too.
Exactly.
They would love you there. Yeah. They have the patois accent and everything.
Yeah. I have a good friend who's Charleston. Yeah. Yeah, I would be open to it. Maybe we can organize something where I can see a number of people. It would make sense.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm putting his number in the chat. Yeah. 398. And you can reach out to him and y'all can schedule a visit. And it would be good if we can get Charleston, South Carolina. And that's a good area. And it would be good if they can get a few people because you can do a little workshop.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
then that could lead to more workshops down the line because they definitely gonna fall in love
Yeah.
with it. And then you also teach capoeira, so that could
Yeah,
be
that's
another
another
added
that's another
little
element.
10-minute session
Right.
just to give them a feel.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. That's another element. I'm in Atlanta once a month, so
Mhm.
I'm not that far from South Carolina. Perhaps Northeast. We can organize something where while I'm in Atlanta, I can shoot up to South Carolina.
Right, right.
And
He said,
do a
okay, got
workshop.
it.
It's
Okay, yeah, thanks for sharing the podcast, definitely, because people needs to hear this and know that there's other alternatives for their health. You know, America's getting sicker and sicker, so it's time to tap into these other services that can help heal us. You know, not treating it. We've been doing treatments forever. We need some type of healing. You know, and then we got my brother Judahda, the one who's this music that you're hearing.
Mhm.
He made
He
this.
made this. Okay.
Yes.
Great stuff, man. I
Judahda,
love it.
you need to come on this podcast with us because your music is getting a lot of attention. This brother actually wants to use this particular song on his capoeira training. He didn't even get a chance to hear the rest of the playlist because he just heard this one song and was like, "Yeah, play this
That's
one."
it. That's it right there. I like that. Thank you.
Or maybe one day we can get on the three-way, me, you, and him. I
That
know
would
he
be
might
great.
be busy right now, but I'll be
Yeah.
trying to tell him, get on the stream if you're in the chat, get on the
Yeah,
stream.
I'm open to it.
Okay. He is a beautiful musician. Beautiful.
Where's he based?
In Chicago. Yeah.
I was in Chicago last 6 months.
So do you go to Chicago too and do the service? Oh, okay.
It was my birthday. I had been to Chicago. I was hearing great things about it. I said, you know, I think I can go to Chicago. And I had a friend, one of my former students from there.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a plan with him and I spent a weekend.
Oh, okay.
It was
Okay.
cool.
I think they will be open to your service still
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago for sure.
Yeah, he said, I am on it. Thank you. So I'll get you on the Facebook and then we'll set up a three-way time, okay? And he gave me permission to use this music years ago, and
Okay.
every time on podcast I play his music.
Nice,
Mhm.
nice. Great way to get that exposure.
And then the guest that comes on, I can tell that they're comfortable now because when they hear that music,
Right.
and then they get on and they're just like, oh, whenever you need me to come back on, just let me know. I say, see, that music got to them.
Yeah, it sets the mood for sure.
Exactly. You know, it gives you you feel more
Mhm.
open and at home, you know.
Absolutely.
And then I have my, my Falcon up here in the screen.
Store.
Yes, exactly. Big perspective,
Yeah.
bigger picture. Okay, so I know we got off track. So we'll get back
That's
on
okay.
to the part. Okay, you
That's
said you went to Haiti, you came back, and your
Yeah,
sister.
yeah. So that was kind of give you a little bit of chronological timeline, if you will. Yeah, so I moved back to New York at 13, and I'm watching my grandmother who's making all these herbal concoctions and stuff. People coming and going. What's going on? They go in the room and they get, what's called Rale, a good massage with herbs and, Zolan stew and all that kind of stuff. And so I didn't realize that it would have an impact on me much later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time when I was younger and would see this, or I would go in the fridge sometimes to get soda or juice as a child, kid,
Mm-hmm.
and it'd be some brown gooey stuff coming out of the Coke bottle, right? Pepsi bottle. I'm like, yeah, I
Like
think
snail slime,
I'm
right?
like, what's this? I thought this was some soda. So I'll be like pouring a cup to try to be like, wait a minute, that's not soda. That's not good old champagne cola. What is this bitter, gooey stuff? It's
Right,
like,
right.
That was my grandmother's remedy that she would store in the fridge. And
She just forgot to tell you, don't touch
like,
this.
Nah, that's not soda. That's some remedy, So I've been caught out there many times drinking some stuff that, it's like, thinking it's soda, it's juice, but.
Was it bitter?
Yeah.
Worse
And
than
then she would give me stuff quarterly. We would
Mhm.
go through cleanses.
So was it more bitter than this Mobby that we're
by
drinking?
far. Yeah. Her
Okay.
remedies were
So
like
this is pretty easy to
seriously
handle.
bitter. Yeah.
Mhm.
And sometimes she would send me out to the backyard to fetch celery like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up around that environment,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't until much later. I was in the music business for a long time, in marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and then from accumulating a lot of music, I began to teach. So I was teaching.
Oh yeah, you did say you did.
And then one day I was like, had an epiphany, like, I was like tired of being out late and in New York, getting home late after a gig, can't find parking, it's
I
snowing
know. Tell me
outside.
about it.
And I'm like, one day I just said, you know what, I think, late night, I had access to alcohol, of course, being in the club and drinking. And then I realized, yo, if I continue this, this is not gonna be good for me. So I had to shift gear. And
The
so
drinking and
the drinking,
the
and the
whole
late
club
night
environment.
club, yeah,
Mhm.
I was like, you know what, I need to find something. So I decided I would go to Philly at the time. My grandmother lived in Philly, so I would drive to Philly and visit her, and spend time with her.
Mhm.
Because it was a point where I wanted to be closer to her. And something was wrong, I'd go sit, talk to her, bring her some food, and after years of all the back and forth, and I realized, you know what, I think it's time for me to tap into something different. So I
Mhm.
decided to go to massage
In Philadelphia.
in Philadelphia. So I moved to Philadelphia. So I can also be closer to my grandmother. She was aging like 93
Oh
and
yeah.
mostly bedridden at that time.
Okay.
And so
You wanted to spend the last
I wanted
years with
to
her.
spend time with her to soak up some of that healing energy that I know she gave to so many people for so many years. And while in massage school, she passed away. But she gave me her blessing. And I told her I was going to school to study massage. She said, we got the real hands. And so I felt like that was
Encouragement
encouraging
and
for me,
confirmation.
confirmation that I was on the right path. And she was passed on. So from that point, that was it. I knew that I had found my calling.
Mhm.
The music was still calling me, but I needed a balance between the chaos of being out late. And I needed a balance. It's like being out late at the clubs DJing, and then now you're in massage. So it's total different.
You went from noisy to quiet.
Exactly. It's like the opposite of what I was doing before with a lot of music. Now I'm in where it's just me versus me. And I felt right at home.
Mhm.
I felt like this is what I. And now it's been almost 19 years. I made that decision.
Mm.
So yeah, I made that decision 20 years ago.
And you
And
still.
here I am.
Mhm. And you still DJ too.
I still DJ. I went back to it, but
Mhm.
for years I was focused on body work and developing my healing arts.
Mhm.
Through that, I studying capoeira and I was training capoeira. Right around the time I started, actually, yeah, I was doing capoeira years before, like 99, 2000. It wasn't until 2006, 2007, I was so, yeah, so it all came together with the movement and the massage around 2008.
Mhm.
And that's where I developed the Lemba method. So incorporating movement with massage.
And then you named your business.
Lemba Healing arts, exactly.
So you didn't have the business at that point.
No.
Before that, you was just doing your little side stuff.
Yeah, I was
whatever.
always into movement, capoeira. I started studying Qigong therapy. And while in massage school, I came up with the name Lemba Healing.
Mm-hmm. So we have someone in the chat that says, my spirit been pulling me to capoeira. Okay, so when he comes to South Carolina,
Oh, is this South Carolina?
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
another
you say
person
that
from there?
no, it's the same
The same
person.
person? Okay,
Remember,
great.
I was saying, you know, you could probably give him a little 10-minute,
Yeah.
you know.
I would love to do a capoeira class or demo in South Carolina. Please.
Yeah, see, I'm feeling this. I like that. Yeah. Mhm. So, what made you get into capoeira?
Capoeira was introduced to me in around 1999. A friend of mine, whom I was working with in Atlanta in 1996, we were friends then. We became friends around the mid 90s. He stayed in Atlanta. He was studying with his other gentleman. And when he came to New York to visit, I had no knowledge of capoeira. I had never even heard of the word capoeira. He came to see me, and he started doing this.
But they did it during the Haitian.
I didn't. No, they didn't do capoeira. There's no knowledge of capoeira.
Because did you see Tariq Nasheed's 1804? When he was talking about 1804, and he mentioned that
Capoeira.
they were, yeah.
They might have had another style of guerrilla warfare. I thought it was capoeira.
Okay, I got you.
There's no connection there as far as I know.
Okay. I'll send you that clip.
Yeah, I'm curious to know. Sometimes they say Tariq should be reaching, but
yeah,
I don't know.
He's a little too much for
me.
me.
I don't think there's capoeira is a Brazilian. It was developed by Africans in Brazil.
But it came from Angola.
It came from Angola. However, what we practice as capoeira was not practicing.
Mm-hmm.
There were elements of it, different pieces of it that came from Africa that was pulled together in Brazil by Africans.
Right.
There's a push to say that it's
all Brazilian.
It's all African. Or there's also a push to say that it's all Brazilian. Brazilians want to claim it as being their own. When I say Brazilian, popular white Brazilians say it's a Brazilian creation. No, it's a black creation that was developed in Brazil by the enslaved Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Even there's some black folks who are saying no, it's African art. Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, in a sense, yeah.
It is in a sense, but it wasn't what we practice in capoeira. It wasn't practiced that way in Angola.
Okay, I got you.
There were different forms of dance styles, like the Zebra dance, which is a part of capoeira. It was popular. A form of mating dance in the Congo, in Angola. But the Africans that were transported and enslaved and brought their different styles of dances and martial arts to Brazil, when they escaped from slavery or from the plantations and to the mountains and developed their own communities, that's where capoeira is.
Right.
So that's where different tribes came together,
and
different styles. They added different things over the years. It developed into what we call capoeira today.
Right.
But to say that it is something that came from Africa, the way it is practiced, I think that's
it's not authentically.
It's not. I mean, some people want to claim it that way, but in my opinion, it's an African art form, but it wasn't practiced that way in Africa. It was practiced in Brazil, developed in Brazil by Africans.
Right.
So it's still African, but you got to give Brazil, that's where it was developed in Brazil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I saw a documentary where this Brazilian guy went to Angola because he said he wanted to see the other aspect of capoeira, not the way they're doing it in Brazil, but he wants to go see the root of it. You know what I mean? And that was wise for him to do that because he's aware that it had to come from somewhere, but it was a group of Africans in Brazil
that
we fit together the way it is, the way we have it today.
Yeah.
Yes, our South Carolina friend said it's definitely a way of life, capoeira.
Indeed, it is. Indeed.
So you did the capoeira. Um, you started getting into that, and then you found a way to kind of merge it with your Lemba Healing.
Right. So the way it became Lemba Healing is from studying capoeira. I had an interest in Qigong therapy because I used to read a lot about Qigong when I first saw it. I was like, wow, an interesting form. It's a form of yoga, if you will.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't care that it had an Asian influence?
No, I didn't care about its Asian influence. It was just something that I was drawn to.
Looking for the healing act.
Yeah, yeah. And what does that mean, Asian influence? When you trace it back, it's somewhere, it probably was in Africa somewhere, you know? So that's the source of it all.
Okay.
So with my Qigong practice, which was a lot slower and a lot easier to do than capoeira, and I wanted to help people who had, stiffness in their bodies and wanted to manage their pain and become better, increase their mobility, increase their range of motion, just feel better in their bodies.
Right.
If you're not going to be able to, I had an issue just being still, so practicing yoga for me was very challenging.
Are you a fire sign?
I'm a Virgo. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I love Virgos. Oh, y'all so nice.
Yeah,
that's my favorite earth signs. Y'all are so nice.
Thank you. So practicing yoga for me was like very challenging because I had to sit with these postures when I wanted to get up and move.
Yeah, my granddaughter's a Virgo. She'd get jumpy into.
Yeah, so Qigong was more
calming.
Yeah, it was.
You're not moving fast, but you're moving.
Are you moving? You're moving, and I felt more of a connection to Qigong.
Right.
And so I ended up merging the two. Qigong and capoeira gave me what I call Lemba Healing art, which is a fusion of the two modalities or the two styles.
Right.
And so I was able to develop a level 1 training of Lemba Healing arts, which is again a dance style, healing modality of
and
movement
where did you get
therapy.
That training from?
Well, I got my Qigong training. I started in New York with this older woman. I used to. I was working at a
woman. Wow, we
never this older
woman banging on it like that.
Well, she was always talking about it. This woman, at the time, I was working at a health magazine.
Wow.
I had a sales job selling advertising space in New York at this health magazine called New Life.
For people to have their business
advertise in this magazine.
Mm-hmm.
It was a popular health magazine in New York, and I was working with them doing advertising sales. I had a desk job, and I was working with this woman, this older black woman. There was a group in New York at the time called Falun Dafa in China, and they were banned from China from practicing this art form. And she would talk about it all the time. And she was a vibrant older lady, and I was always wondering, she don't think of it. So I never practiced, but I would see it.
Well, you didn't know Dr. Love at the time.
No, I didn't know Dr. Love until years
later. Because, he was in New York at one point.
I used to see Dr. Love because he used to come to the New Life Expo.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know him. I would, I would see him. I would, of course, because he has a look, a recognizable look.
Yes.
You can't.
You know that's Dr. Love.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was until much later. Mm-hmm. When I moved to South Florida, I reconnected with him. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know him in New York personally. I would see. Anyway, going back to the New Life magazine, and so that was my first introduction to Qigong. But I didn't officially start practicing until I was in massage school in Philly. Mm-hmm. I was training with this master in Chicago. It sounded a little confusing, right?
Right. No, it's okay.
I trained with
the master name was called Chicago.
The master name was Chicago. Master
The man who made the music is from Chicago.
Right, okay. His name is Eric Murray. He's from Chicago originally, but he was living in Philly. And I was training capoeira with him. And because we came from the same lineage, we had the same capoeira master. So it was just like, okay, I was in Philly. It was just convenient. It was just a great connection. Just a good alignment. It was like, great. I love this style. Anyway, it was like a perfect connection. So in training with Chicago, he was also a he studied Asian martial arts, so he was very well versed in Qigong.
Okay.
And he started incorporating Qigong in our capoeira classes. So he would
before you start.
Yeah, before I saw
before you started capoeira, y'all would do the Qigong.
Right, we would do Qigong, and then we go into the capoeira training. So
like
that
a
was
warm up in a sense.
Right. So that was sometimes after class we would do standing still for minutes for length for a good amount of time.
15 minutes.
Yeah, which was insanely painful. I thought that this is easy. All I gotta do is just stand there and be still. Like, no, it requires a lot of mental.
No, you're right, because Nishi did that to us when he came down here to do a workshop. He did that to us, but he only did it for 5 minutes.
Listen.
And I was on a countdown. Okay, 2 more minutes, 1 more minute. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's over.
So that was my introduction and my first time really practicing Qigong was with Chicago. And then when I left the area and moved to Florida, I found Dr. Love.
Okay.
And I started studying.
And put the face to the plate.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I remember you back in New York. Used to come to the health show and have the expos, and he was a regular there. And so we became very close. He became my teacher.
Okay.
You know, so I would study Qigong with him, and you know, after years of studying with him, I came up with the concept of fusing capoeira and Qigong together. So hence, I developed the Lemba method of healing using Qigong capoeira as a form of movement therapy. So that's how it came together.
Hey, that's a beautiful combination.
Yeah, I think so too.
So our South Carolina friend says, do you know Dr. Wayne Chandler?
I've heard of him.
He's the truth too.
Yeah,
you would like him too.
Yeah, I have heard.
Yeah, he does the
the Qigong master.
Yes. Well, what he does is he uses sounds for the organ. So the liver has a sound. The spleen has a sound. The kidney has a sound. The gallbladder has a sound.
Dr. Love also uses that. The same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, sound therapy. Yeah, absolutely. I've heard of him.
I'm surprised you never met him because he came down here sometimes and did
workshops
and everything.
Is it Chicago?
Washington.
Washington.
He's in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
He's from the D.C. area.
One of my favorite places.
Yeah.
DC.
It's, your techniques are well received there as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't taught there. I've taught in other places, but no, I haven't taught in DC yet. But that used to be the place.
Your stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Your DJ days.
Yeah, I used to love DC. DC is just the energy there.
Everybody tell me that.
It's very black. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhat like Atlanta black, but it's just more professional black.
Okay.
It's just a lot of professionals in Atlanta too.
It sure is.
But DC just has a different kind of
So from your grandma to the Lwil Maskreti.
Okay, so
Lwil
Maskreti.
Yes.
How did I come up with this? So I'm currently offering a new massage. It's called the Rale Maskreti massage. Okay. What it is the traditional Haitian castor oil. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory oil that's used for so many things in Haiti. It's the go-to oil for a number of ailments in Haiti. It's just a popular oil that we use for so many things. And I remember as a child, that you get a cold or whatever ailments you had, it would rub you down with this oil. And it's very thick. It has a very distinct
it smells so good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
Keep talking. I'm
yeah,
sure you wanna-
yeah. So I was in Orlando a few months ago. I went up there for a capoeira demonstration, capoeira hora as we call it, and I ended up injuring my shoulder while I was doing capoeira. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So I was doing capoeira and I ended up straining my shoulder. Just about maybe about a month ago, and so I came back to South Florida and I needed to get back in shape because my work is physical. I
Hmm.
couldn't afford to not be functioning. So
Right.
I
Right.
got on this Lwil Maskreti, a friend of mine owns a boutique. He had traditional, because nowadays the Lwil Maskreti is in Tampa.
Right.
You'll
Right.
find a lot
But
of
this
Lwil
one is the truth,
Maskreti
right?
that's not authentic.
Okay.
They add fillers to try to extract it,
Hmm.
and just it's not the real deal. But this one has authentic, real traditional Lwil Maskreti. And so she gave me some, and she, of course, suggested the sour orange like they use in Haiti.
Hmm.
And so I warmed up the oil,
Hmm.
added the orange juice, the sour orange, just mixed it up, and applied it to my shoulder.
Mm.
And I felt relief. I gained my mobility, and the pain had decreased tremendously.
So you squeeze the orange juice in the oil
I
and mix
squeezed
it?
it, yes,
Okay.
yeah. And then I used the actual orange
Right.
to apply. I put the warm oil in the orange.
And use the
And then-
orange as a massage.
Yes. So I applied that on my shoulder and I had instant relief. My mobility was back. I wasn't fully 100, but it was major difference.
Okay.
And so at that moment, I decided I've been doing body work, and I thought this would be a great offer to
Mhm.
those who are suffering from various ailments. I wanted to try a traditional Haitian style massage. So that's my new offer for Lwil Maskreti.
Oh wow,
Okay, so that's how it came about.
that's beautiful. So you're your own first client.
Yeah, I'm my own first time. I can attest
When it comes to that
to its effectiveness.
Well, I did see on your
Yeah.
TikTok that you did the services on 3 people.
Yeah,
I seen a gentleman laying on the massage table.
right.
You know, when you was
Yeah.
working on his back area and stuff.
Yes. A woman called me. She was like, I couldn't wait. Actually, she's a client of mine. She said, I've been waiting for you to do this Lwil Maskreti massage. She actually suggested it to me many years ago.
Was it real, Marsha?
No, it
Okay.
was another Haitian woman you probably heard of. Her name is Dr. Charlene Bezier.
No.
Dr. Charlene
I know
Bezier.
Dr. Truthbay is there.
So she's a client, and she was telling me, "Hey, you should do some. You should go back to your roots and bring back that Lwil Maskreti." And I was like, "Okay, maybe," because I was doing Thai yoga massage with her, and she loves it, but she suggested that I go back to my roots.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was my first client actually. When I decided to offer it, she was like, "I couldn't wait for this Lwil Maskreti massage. Put me on the table and do it." And so, yeah, she actually did a testimonial. I don't know if you saw it. I posted a testimonial where she talks about the.
Did she have the turban on?
Did she have the turban on? I'll let you see it. I think I posted it, but
She
it was on
like,
my
"Oh,
story.
man,
I needed to make
it
it an
was
actual
just so
post.
great.
Yeah.
Was it that one?
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, so now I'm currently offering it as one of my modalities.
One of the services.
Yeah, one
that
of the
you offer.
services that I offer. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I like to hear that. That's dope.
Just also to honor my grandma.
Oh
Who
yeah.
used to do it, a good performer.
So what is the similarities between the grandmother style and the Thai style?
Hmm. To be honest with you, I never actually saw her doing it. She would do stuff to me like squeeze my fingers and look into my eyes and press certain parts of my body, but I never actually saw her
Work on
because
her
it was I was very young at the time, and it was private. You know, it was like, oh,
Sure.
she'd have a client, close the door.
Don't
But I would
disturb.
just see people coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
The little stuff that she did for me, like she would do like what's called iridology now,
Mm-hmm.
looking into my eyes and tell me I have some kind of ailment. She would squeeze my fingers and do some belly work on me,
Oh wow.
that kind of thing.
So she was
That's
an
what I
era.
experienced from her personally. But seeing her do body work with my own eyes as a teenager, I actually never saw that. You know,
So it just came to you
it
when you
just
start doing it. The
exactly,
DNA activated.
exactly. It was
Gotcha.
indirect
Mhm.
how it was passed on.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to her before she passed, and she gave me her blessing
Right. Right.
while I was in this gospel.
Mm-hmm.
You got the gift.
Yeah.
Receive.
Mhm.
Yeah. So to tell you that the difference between what she was doing and what I learned in Thai, I really won't have a point of reference.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're in sync with each other.
Listen, I asked my
Because
aunt.
of the Thai use oil and fruits too.
The Thai they use similarly, not the fruit.
Aromatherapy is
They use, because in Thailand when I was there, they use herbal concoction, herbal compresses, which
to
is
put on
popular.
the skin.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
popular in Asia also.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned to make these herbal balls, if you will. You would put all these different herbs together and put it in a cloth and create these herbal balls, heat them up and apply them to this area. I mean, that in Thailand. Haiti has it, also has a form of dealing with it. They use a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's our oranges.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I like that.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
I'm happy
I'm
that you're
blessed.
servicing the world
I'm
and
blessed
you're
to
healing
be.
people, you know.
Yeah, I am honored and it's a blessing to be able to do that
Mm-hmm.
and to.
It takes a lot of patience.
It takes a lot of patience, but I feel connected. I
Mm-hmm.
feel connected to my grandmother. I bring her spirit into
You ever
the
feel
work.
her presence around, like when you're
Every
doing some
single,
deep healing on a person that's
every,
like totally
you
been
know,
traumatized out.
it starts with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I bring her spirit into the work before I even begin.
Mm-hmm.
So she's definitely there with me. And channel her.
Right. Exactly. So it's your hands that we see, but it's her spirit
Spirit.
moving the hands and
Yeah.
directing you. You know, and that's beautiful too, because then she's opening up doors for you to travel to
Absolutely.
other places.
Absolutely.
You know, and once we tap into that spiritual side, once people could understand that, then you'll see a lot of things, the doors opening up to you. You know, but you just have to acknowledge it. They don't force themselves on you.
I don't.
You know, once
I
you
don't.
open yourself up
Yeah.
to it, then your ancestors will come and work on
Yeah.
your behalf. You know. So our South Carolina friend said, "I'm excited, y'all. Good job."
Hey, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So I know I don't want to keep you long because I'll
This
be.
conversation is good.
Yeah,
but
I'll
I
keep
have to
asking
keep
you.
track of time too.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's 12:32.
Yeah. 12:32 already.
I
It's been an
know.
hour since we-
Yes.
Wow, I didn't realize we were for an hour already.
And I still got
Okay.
more questions to ask, but we'll save that for a later time,
we
right?
can continue for a little while.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next question I want to ask is, let me go to your TikTok because I think it was something I saw. Yeah, I had saw you. You were working with a young lady, and she was like, her legs was crossed, and you had her arms up, and I'm like, how the hell you get her like that?
I'm curious to know what it is.
Let
I
me
want to
show
see
you.
that.
Okay, just scroll down. Scroll down. Let's see. It's like her legs were in
I gotta
a
see
lotus
that.
position,
In a
but her
lotus?
legs was touching the back, the side, the bottom part of her legs was touching your legs, and you had her arms pulling and stretching her
I
arms.
think I know what it is. It's the cross-legged pull-up. is what we
Okay,
call
because she definitely had her legs crossed.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
it's cross-legged pull-up. So it's a hip opener. Opens up the
Okay.
hip and also stretches the shoulders. So
Okay.
it's a 2-for-1.
Okay.
It's a very nice. I'm curious to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Let me scroll down. I hope I didn't pass it.
I think you might have. I don't know. Yeah, you were at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm way at the bottom. And she just looked at so happy, like, like, yes, I finally was able to shake off this energy.
The cross-legged pull-up.
How come I can't find it now?
That's always the case. Let's see here. Yeah, you almost at the top. I'm not sure. You sure wasn't? Nah, that's not it.
Even that right there was impressive.
Yeah, that actually.
Like, what are you doing there? With her leg, her back is, she's laying on your legs with her head facing
It's
your
funny
chest.
though, because that just came to me at that moment. This was not something that I had done before.
Was it because of her weight?
Because
felt
of
like
her
doing
weight,
it like that?
yeah. So I was doing chair massage at any day.
Okay.
This is called a reclining Buddha. I just modified it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So what I'm doing here, they can't see it. What I'm doing here is opening up the front line of the body, opening up the hip of the chest cavity, and expanding the lungs,
Mm-hmm.
freeing the shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and also creating space between the spine.
Okay.
That are mobile, that are urgent. So that's what's happening here. Adding a little bit of vibration
Right.
to loosen up tension. So,
I should have sent some of these to my email that I could have shared the screen and they can actually see you.
yeah,
know.
that just came to me. Like, there's a way
Right.
to do it on a table and a chair,
Mm-hmm.
but that was like I said the table and the floor rather.
Right. I know what you
Yeah, but I had to come up with a way to do that because
of her weight.
for weight and yeah, I felt like it was just something that came to me at that moment.
Oh.
And the key component here is the breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So I instructed her to start taking deep breaths and let go. Oh, that part.
Mm-hmm. That
Okay.
one. Is that one the
Yeah, that's the cross-legged pull-up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
Okay.
I didn't know about that. Yeah.
So maybe next time I could upload something.
Yeah,
We
I
can
have
share the
tons.
screen and you can talk to the people like, okay, this is for this and da da da.
Sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I should have thought about that because I would have been dope for them to see it now. But
No problem. We'll do
I
it
think
next
they
time.
picture what we're saying. They
Yeah.
figure what we're doing.
Okay, so this is the chair massage event that I did. Usually I go to companies and service their employees. And
Right.
I'm doing a spinal
that's so
decompression.
nice.
And this is similar to what I did with the first video we were looking at. This
Yes.
is similar to the
Mhm.
same thing.
Okay. But she's just in a massage chair instead of laying
Right.
on your leg.
Right, exactly. That woman was in a massage chair, but because of her size,
Mm-hmm.
I had to just modify some things to get her
Right.
there.
So I'm sure some of them are your clients now.
I can't say that. Oftentimes when I go to these companies, I may get one or two people to become clients.
But they're just there for the moment.
They just, a lot of times people just like, they want their little 5-minute massage that the company is waiting for, and then
They're on their way.
once I tell them the fee, oftentimes they're like, oh, okay, I'll get back to you.
What's the fee? Like,
That's like, hey,
I'm
listen,
scared to
hey,
ask now too.
it's like, yeah, it's $150
Mm-hmm.
per
For an hour.
Yeah, and
not
oftentimes
too
they're like,
bad.
oh,
Especially with your
I'm used to going to Massage Envy and paying $80. I'm like, this is not
sometimes
Massage
massage
Envy.
get bad views though.
A lot of times.
You know?
So I'm not
People not
Massage
gonna leave you
Envy.
satisfied.
I'm not Massage Envy, and my work is on another level.
Mm-hmm.
So you get what you pay.
True.
You want quality, top-notch work. It's going to cost.
And I was a long time.
Yeah. So
I thought you was going to say for 35 minutes.
no, it's an hour massage, 150 for starters.
Mm-hmm.
You want quality work, that's just too
Exactly. Yeah. And you don't want to shortchange
I don't
yourself
I
at
don't
the same
cheapen the
time
work
because you know
because
your worth.
yeah, exactly.
That's
You bring years of expertise.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hear you. So what's on the agenda today?
I have clients to see pretty
Okay.
much. I'll be spreading it. This was in Rwanda. Essentially,
You went to, oh my God.
that's where I was teaching the workshop.
Wow. So what are you doing with her with your
Well,
elbows on her
I'm
shoulders?
showing a technique. Oftentimes, we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and traps, what we call this muscle on top of the shoulder.
Right.
So I'm showing a technique on how to release the tension there. So like you can do forearm rolls on top of the shoulders, add a little vibration to break up the tension. Shoulders. So that's that technique.
Okay.
Real martial.
That's my baby. I
Yeah.
love me some Marsha. That's my girl. If Marsha's happy, Marsha's going to tell you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't good, Marsha's going to tell you.
She's very upfront, very bold. Yeah, this was like probably 4 years ago.
With Marsha?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It looks like
I know
it's
probably people
recently, I
probably
guess,
think
because
like,
it's at
oh,
the
this,
top of the line.
people, yeah, I just posted it again. I reposted it. I was looking to kind of break it up and add a little, maybe some testimonials.
Right.
So I was looking for some older testimonials that I got, and I said, this one is short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So I reposted it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all good.
Yeah, it's something that we do.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So listen, I don't want to hold you up any
Thank
time
you.
because I need
Yeah.
my little 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, of course,
After
of
Lemba
course.
Healing.
Yeah, I got you covered.
And then we
So,
always just of course we're gonna keep in touch from here on.
yes,
So we keep in
yeah,
touch,
absolutely.
and trying to get the word out as
Yeah.
much as possible so people could start healing in a natural way and feeling good about themselves and kind of change how we see things when
Right.
we get all the junk out of our body,
Absolutely.
open up
So,
the meridians and stuff.
I want to thank you. I'm honored to be here and share some
Much
time and
welcome.
space with you.
My place is your
And
place.
I
Anytime.
appreciate the opportunity to be on your podcast
Mm-hmm.
and to spread the word about the work that I'm doing. Again, the company is called Lemba Healing Arts. I can be reached.
Oh, I have my Haitian sister on calling out
Yeah.
at this moment. Santa Truth Bay, you would never believe, my dear, who I have in front of me right now. Hold on.
Dr. Truth Bay, how you doing?
All right. Who's it?
This is c'est du Carmel. Du Carmel Sekou.
Cool.
From New York, Dr. Truth Bay.
They don't meet you.
I don't believe so. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I specialize in Thai yoga body work, Qigong therapy,
And the Lwil
and
Maskreti.
the Lwil Maskreti massage.
Okay, so are you still here?
C'est haïtien, oui.
Yeah, I think I'm probably on the Zoom. We have to do a show or something. I think it's not familiar.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. I thought maybe we might have met at some point.
Yeah, if it's the same gentleman, I remember there's somebody that we met. You don't have dreads, do you?
Many, many moons ago. I don't have dreads anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other person, but yeah, nonetheless, how are you doing?
Great to meet you. Thank you.
Same here, same here.
Oh, you on social media?
That's a $1 billion question. I'm on social media, but I'm not active on social social media because of the work that I do. I do a lot of internal stuff. But my kids, just for basic stuff, I have an Instagram, TikTok stuff.
Okay.
That is what we're working on, actually because of the UN. And thanks for mentioning it, because the trip I went to the UN, I'm actually going to be posting a lot of updates. I did a manuscript of my experience here. And it's very eye-opening. I mean, the UN is
Okay, I would love to read about it, the work that you're doing.
Yeah, listen to the guys. If we can forward the manuscript, I sent to you.
Okay, I will.
All right, Dr. Ruth Bay, it's good talking to you. We'll be in touch. We'll be connecting somehow.
Yeah. We're working on some stuff. So before we go, are you aware of Haitian politics and elections and stuff that's happening in the
Vaguely. Vaguely. I don't really keep up with the politics too much.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. So I'll give you the manuscript and
then I'll be up to date.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Likewise.
I'll call you back in a little bit, Dr. Tufe, when I finish the screen. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Yeah, they heard you anyway. Yeah, you're on the speakerphone, and we right here in front of the screen. Everybody say that. Why you don't tell me I'm live?
So True Faith in the house. Talk to you guys later.
And we need you to come on and talk about the UN experience anyway, so we definitely got to talk today.
Yeah. I'll give it home.
Okay. All right.
All right, love. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Yeah. What was I going to say?
Closing it out.
Oh, our South Carolina friend said, is there a way I could call in? So I gave her the stream link if she wants to pop on real quick, and I guess y'all can have voice to voice.
Right.
So I'm just waiting for
my
her
number,
to
you
respond.
posted my number already,
Yeah, let me
so
put
they
it
can
again.
reach out to me directly on social.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me post it again. Okay. Yeah, so if anybody wants to, oh, here she comes. That was bad. Greetings to you, my South Carolina family. How you doing?
Oh, what's going on? How you doing? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, and I'm sorry I kept saying she. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. When I saw the link, I'm on the road right now. I'm all the way in Iowa. I was just picking up a load. So, but when I saw this, and then I heard about what he was doing. First of all, good job. I was glad to share it. I appreciate what y'all doing.
Thank you.
Big dog in the background. What's your name again?
They call me Sekou.
Sekou, man. It's good to hear what you're doing.
Thank
and
you.
It's good to hear you speak. And I'm really, really glad what she's doing too. I got it late, but the first thing I heard was capoeira. And I do my best too to teach and share each one teaching. I'm into metaphysics. I'm definitely into everything she shares. But the main thing that stuck out to me was capoeira. Because I already had planned on taking a trip there. I never been there before to Brazil.
Right.
But I did not know of the history or even the short origins that you're going to speak of.
You're breaking up, bro. Your connection breaking up a little bit.
A lot of stuff out here is washed up. And so it has no juice, so to speak.
You were breaking up a little bit, so we didn't hear that last sentence.
My ancestors were telling me that a lot of a lot of how I put it, a lot of stuff out here is washed up, but there's power in capoeira still, and it helped me to deal with some, a negative energy.
Hmm.
So ever since it helped me, I wanted to get into it, and I just found that it was ironic um, that you are here and you do what you do, and I definitely want to get you to get in contact with some people in Charleston, South Carolina, because I won't be able to roll for long. I'm gonna go back home,
Hmm.
and I just want to check you out and learn from you, you know, without taking too long. So
Yeah, I would love to do a workshop in South Carolina. I've been going up to Atlanta once a month to
yeah,
teach.
that'd be good, man.
So since I'll be uh, in Atlanta, maybe at some point we can work out something to get me to South Carolina. It's just close. It's not that far away. It's only maybe an hour or so distance wise. Um, we can work something out. So you have my number. Reach out to me and shoot me a text,
I will.
and then we'll be in touch.
Yeah, text them now so
Um,
you can have your number, and you know,
okay,
could start building from that point.
I will, and I want to thank you too. I'll reach out to you also. Uh,
Okay, I'll put my
right
number
now,
in chat too.
right now I'm at the gas pump talking in the truck, so I need
Oh
to,
no, it's fine. I'm gonna put
you
my
know,
number in the chat too, so you'll have my number.
that's cool. And I appreciate both of y'all, and
Thank
y'all will be hearing from me.
Thank you,
Real
brother.
good.
you. Yes, you're
All right.
much welcome. Much thanks to you too. That's what we here for, you know.
Hey, same here. You know what I do.
All right. Peace and love, brother.
You tell me if you
Peace
can
and
see.
love,
You tell me if you can
man.
see your number. I'm going to put it on the screen.
Might gotta,
You see it?
I might gotta exit out the lines.
Well,
Right.
you should see it on the screen because you're on the platform.
Okay, yeah, let me see.
It
Oh,
should be.
yeah.
It should show up.
Okay, I do see it. I do see it. This is actually my second time in years, so I'm just
Okay.
working it here. But yes, I do see it. I do see it. Yes, I
You
know this is no coincidence.
you're able
I'm,
to
I'm
write it down. Well, you can always go back to the podcast and you'll see it come up on the screen because it's
yeah,
being recorded.
yeah, I will. Yes, I appreciate y'all. I'm definitely gonna reach out to both of y'all, get more in depth.
Right, right. Maybe we can organize some workshops together. You know, some retreats and things like that.
Yes, yes. My my lady, she definitely knows. She's in a big group with women, and they do a lot of different things. So I'm sure they definitely like to meet both of y'all.
Oh yeah, because it'd be nice for her to come and talk about what she does, like how Sekou is on now. That's
Right.
what the platform is for, you know. That's why I have it going.
Yeah. So I can't wait. I get off the road real soon. I just doing my human stuff, and
Right.
Mr. How you pronounce it again? I'm sorry.
What you say?
How you pronounce his name again? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sekou.
Sekou.
Say cool. Say cool. You about to have a lot. You about to be doing a lot of moving around, brother.
Thank you, man. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yes,
Me too.
indeed.
You too, sister. You might have to do some moving around.
That's right. Anytime you let me know, I'm ready. You know, I've been
You ready?
ready to link up with like minds anyway. So, you know, it just nothing happens before it's time. So I think the time is now.
Of course, of course. This is what my life is about. That's why I'm doing what I do so I can make room.
Mm-hmm.
I got to make room. I can't be. I know they say 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but I got to make room because this is what my life is. This is what I'm here on good old planet Earth for. And like again, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your time, and I'll link up later.
Okay, no problem. Peace and love to you. Be safe on the road.
All right, y'all too. Have a good day.
Okay.
Peace.
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 It's about that time, too.
I know.
That movie.
Okay, family. we will link up again with part. Peace and blessings. Love and gratitude. Don't forget to check out Judahda on the Earth Nation. Intergalactic Reggae. That's the name of his genre of music. Intergalactic Reggae. Mhm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. All right.